Test, test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Anthony.
And goodness gracious, me oh my, I'm at MAGFest, baby, and I'm ready to ride.
Hey.
I'm with two of my favorite individuals that I've ever met in this nerd scene, period. Straight up. I am with the Masters of Mayhem. I am with the superstars. Omega Sparx and Swats, y'all.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Oh man, this is great. It's great. You guys did a panel today?
We did.
Oh my goodness.
Crushed it, man. I crushed it. Sean was there.
This guy was an amazing afterthought. He's like,
I walked in, I saw the spotlight specifically on Swats, and no one else was there. Let me stop. It's like, who else is on this stage?
Exactly.
Who else is on this stage?
My gosh.
We don't know. But shoot, man, no, it's wonderful. Like that you guys came out here, especially after crushing it last year.
Thank you,
and you're
bro.
teaching the people, especially in this space, how to navigate the business and, and such like that. Like what? Yeah. Probably one of the only serious questions I'm going to ask. Like what? Brought you guys to the point where you actually did want to share that information. Normally you'll get to a certain point. You get certain knowledge. You're like, either I'm going to keep it to myself, or it's like, well, yeah, I'll give back, but I'll give back in kind of still a selfish way. You guys are doing something that really you don't have to.
Yeah, we really love our community, and we know what it's like to, just go through that point in your artistry where you don't know a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you need to tighten up, but you don't have the information or the resources, and people are very tight-lipped and keep information close to the chest, and we kind of pride ourselves that once we got to this point, and we're going to be a beacon of light and with information and wisdom. So because there's a lot of people out there, they're very talented. They just don't have the knowledge on how to turn the curve and take it to the next level. And we get joy out of helping people turn the curve in their artistry.
For sure. It's a really feel good thing, a lot of the stuff that we do, most of the stuff that we've done has been on the strength of us. It's on our own power, like figuring out how to do it and just making it happen. And, if you don't have those things lined up for you, it can be very, very hard to succeed. So a lot of people have come to us with questions. Well, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? Right. And so with all those questions and from all those questions, we were like, well, let's tell them. Let's just tell folks, people that we haven't even met. And this is what's worked for us. One of the big things and one of the big themes of our panel is, we don't have all the answers, but we're gladly able to share what's worked for us.
Absolutely.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. It's always like a wonder. See, this is MAGFest for you. I mean, it's always a wonder to, see people really give back to their community, their respective communities, whether it's an artist space or, something else, And, man, I mean, I just say stuff like that is necessary. It is totally necessary.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's a hard issue too, because it's like, man, a lot of us as artists, especially indie artists, like we're bleeding out, man. Like we're crying out for help. We have all the talent in the world. We just need some information, man, to be sustainable, to make sure that, and just something simple and complex as royalties. Making sure you have your royalties set up so when your music does pop, your money is coming back, your wealth is coming back to you, and all your labor is not in vain. If the artists don't receive the money from the royalties that they generate, it's just going to stay in some society. It's going to stay in some computer database for 6 months, and then you don't have access to it anymore. You're trying to get it retroactively. So, yeah, I want my fellow artists with this beautiful nerdcore VGM community. I want us to get every single nickel and penny that our music generate, so we can bring wealth back into the community.
That's right. And it's not easy, right? You know, we pour our hearts and souls, minds and bodies, everything we have into the stuff that we love, you know, and it's great to get some reciprocation. It's great to feel the worth that you get and be compensated for it. So, you know, if it's out there, it's already happening. Why not find out the way to get it? Why not find out the way to access that money that is already owed you, you know?
100%. 100%. And I'm just going to say on behalf of, I know a lot of people probably thank you guys at the panel. Thank you guys so much. Like, seriously.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely.
This is our service to the community.
How you guys enjoying MAGFest so far, though? This year?
Yes, I'm learning, you know, about Pokemon and getting some collectors. And we actually, Swats and we have a comic book that's about to come out called MCs.
Hold up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Stop the press.
Wild.
Wild. You know, basically, you know, rappers and singers with superpowers, and they need to hold their microphone to control and augment their power.
Don't give them too much. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Yo, hey,
we'll cut that out.
Look forward to MCs. It is going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
Crazy.
The comic book version of me is kind of like Omega level, you know what I'm saying?
The book is actually about me, you know, and my character, which is dope. He is just amazing. You know, you kind of, you know, you're a great addition. You're a great add-on. You know what I mean?
Right. The comic book is about you, but I'm like that looming force, you know, that omnipresent.
That paperweight. The paperweight. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But enjoy MCs. Oh my gosh.
It's going to be great. Coming out this year, you will be able to experience the next evolution of GamebreaX, Swats and I,
for sure.
in comic book form.
For sure. We will see you there, for sure.
Man, you guys are always up to something, man. It's like no matter what, on top of the fact that y'all are just some silly individuals, man. Like some of the stuff that they were talking about before I cut the camera on, I'm like, see, this is how you know this is good vibes. But I was trying not to just keep grinning and laughing the whole time. It's crazy, dude. But yo, you guys have been killing it since I've met you.
Oh, man.
Like those, like those.
Sure.
Oh God, no. But those like years ago that we met at BitGen.
Yeah.
Man, I was like
3-4 years ago.
Yeah. And it was funny because I was like, when last year came around, I realized like it was me, it was you guys, it was Watch Out for Snakes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Lacey had just really started to get like more solo, right?
Yeah.
So, but she was there that day. She was just in another band.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's crazy.
She was in another band.
I remember.
Crazy.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
But last year I was like, yo, this looked like a graduating class of BitGen right here.
Yeah,
we
that's exactly what we were
saying.
saying.
That was our first times at BitGen. That was the thing.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
but seeing you guys like almost every time I see a post from one of you, I'm just like, from pillar to post, from the stuff you guys did on YouTube, Death Battle, any type of anything that I hear you guys in, all the way up to like AEW.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just like,
man.
yo, dude, like this is. You guys are literally like my heroes. Y'all are superstars in my eyes, man. Because it reminds me every day, like, yo, all you got to do is do the work.
You got to do the work. And here's the thing: do the work.
There's more, but
do the work and celebrate.
Yep.
We're some smell the roses, you know, glass half full type of a people. And what that does is something really special. You create an atmosphere of success around you when you learn. You'll be surprised how many people don't know how to celebrate themselves. If you can't find one thing to celebrate, don't expect anybody else to find one thing to celebrate about you. And so I cannot tell you how many actual licensing opportunities or big projects I've actually got just from celebrating. You'll be surprised. That's the thing we talk about in our in our meetings when we do our panels at MAGFest and stuff. You don't know how deep your network is. You know, you might be connected to somebody that's a part of a record label, and you just took one post to celebrate the fact that you made a song, and they're like, oh wow, well actually. I can't tell you how many times somebody said, I'm celebrating getting placement on one video game, and then another indie video game company say, well, that's really awesome, Omega, and they hit me up privately. Well, I too have a soundtrack I need you on. What's your rates? How much you charge?
Exactly.
learn to celebrate
Yep.
once you make those milestones and achievements. They go a long way.
Yep. That way you're making yourself more visible. You're making yourself marketable by just welcoming people to the party. You know, that's really it. All it is. You're opening the doors, saying, "Hey, come on in. Let's celebrate together." So it's a really good feeling for one, but two, it's also really good for business.
That is a really interesting concept. One that I believe in totally. Because it is absolutely true. That's happened to me on other scales. Like somebody sees what I did when it came to like me training martial arts or me like after a show or something like that. It's like, oh wait, you look like you were having a good time there. Come over here. We'd like to have you on these bills. All this other stuff. And like even when it comes to my artwork, I posted somewhere and I'm just like, you know what? I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Other people, oh, you proud of it? Hey, we like it.
Yeah.
Come on over here. Let's do some work.
It's contagious.
Yep, it is.
You know, positivity is contagious.
Yes, indeed.
And so, yeah,
man. You guys looking forward to anything specific here at MAGFest this year?
Well, the Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards.
Learning, I spent a lot of money, too much money on Pokemon decks and some that
Don't tell his wife.
Some that are out of print right now.
Yeah.
I've already explained it to her. I know I'm gonna be in trouble when I get home. But I'm not home yet, so I'm just gonna enjoy it before I get home. But yeah, I got some starter decks. I got some decks and some really rare and ultra cards that are out of print right now. I've kind of already made my money back as far as for the value of those cards.
Had a good pull.
I had some good pulls.
Now here's something I want to know. Anybody who's listening, has anybody pulled the Umbreon full art, like I think it's VMAX from Evolving Skies? That thing is like rare. Has anybody pulled it? If you have, please comment. Like let us know, because that's the one I'm looking for. I'm trying to find it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it, but I'm not gonna give it to him.
You're gonna give it to me, man.
Nah, bro.
Hey.
If you pay for all the gas money to get home, I'll give you the red.
Bro, I drove here. I drove all the way here.
Nah,
Those miles don't count. Each mile does not count. It should count for something.
Not enough for that Pokemon card.
That one specifically, for sure.
I don't know about that.
Come on, man. Yeah, help me out, y'all. Come on, man.
Nah, bro.
Umbreon.
Now y'all see it. Now y'all see it.
No, you're asking too much.
Oh man,
You just found out about it today.
You too greedy. Too greedy. You give somebody an inch, they take a mile. Nah.
Those miles add up, though.
It's my Pokemon card.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in 5th grade.
Mine.
Oh my gosh, man. Yo, like I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourselves. Oh man. Do you have anything that you like want to talk about, like that you guys have coming up?
Yeah.
Or anything like that?
Sure.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I don't have nothing coming up.
You ain't got nothing.
Just more bars.
He ain't got nothing coming up.
Just more anime bars. Just more music and stuff.
I need y'all to know that I'll study y'all like the freaking the good book. I'm telling y'all, because I'm trying to get. Hey, look, I took a break off the whole MMA rap thing just to get to the end of the year, and then after MAG, I'm like, I'm going to get back on that. But I've been introduced to a few people already as a guy that raps. I'm like, I don't rap. This is what I do. I think about what y'all would do in this scenario, and then I mimic y'all in my head, and then
there you go. Hey,
put it down.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
So
it's the concept of culture and corporate, and so if you don't have a lot of gigs on the corporate side, you just keep giving back to the culture, giving back to the community, and then sometimes that spills over and land you in situations where you can get some great work on the corporate side, and then when there's not a lot of opportunities for new stuff in the community, there'll be opportunities in the corporate. So you don't ever have your eggs in one basket. That's kind of been our secret throughout the years. We land some great placements on the corporate side, with video game companies and licensing and stuff like that. And then, if there's a month or two to go by where there's not a lot of opportunities, we'll jump back in the community and do something fresh for the people, and they'll love it. And so, just kind of having that duality as an artist, it keeps you fresh, and then they both blend and complement each other, you know?
It is a beautiful, beautiful ebb and flow, and a really great way to keep yourself busy. I feel like we're gonna like go back into like our panel and start dropping nuggets of knowledge.
Let me get my nose out from my book.
But to your question, you know, for as far as like stuff coming up, things that are happening now, things that are gonna be, it's all good. Like, you know, for me, you know, a lot of my fans and following have been asking for like merchandise. Do you have any merchandise? How do you build a table or whatnot? Bro, I've built a whole app around me. You know, it's the Swats shop. So I've got shoes, shirts, hats, all sorts of things. So check it out. You can find a link to it at www.swats.rocks, and that'll link you straight to the app. Really, really cool. As far as stuff in the industry that's coming up, I am very, very proud to say that you will be able to hear my voice in an upcoming toy as well as an upcoming television show. Wow. I have signed an NDA, so I can't really go into too many details, but I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Ultra jealous, jeez. Would you ever do on your Swats.rocks, would you ever do a limited Omega Sparx?
A limited Omega Sparx run?
A limited Omega Sparx run?
Maybe.
Wow. We are the best rap duo in the world.
I already put you like on my website like at least once.
At least once?
At least. For like months though. It was months. I put him on my website for months. And I wasn't even on the song. The song is dope though, man. Meteors?
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, well that all right. You get some credit for that.
I get a buy. You know what I'm saying? Have I been on your site yet?
What you should do is, you know, as soon as somebody goes to your website, it should be like a little flash mob of me like holding my thumbs up, and then it pans to it pans to the rest of the website.
So a little buy-in, you know what I'm saying?
Right, just get like the comic book, the looming presence, the always here,
the ever-present paperweight. I got you.
Yeah,
I got
off
you.
the rails.
Yeah, man. Well, I have a website, but I don't have my own shoe line and toy line.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, but I do have a comic book coming out. Let's see. Yeah. I don't really have nothing. I've had a long 2022. I wrote a lot of songs.
Yeah, man.
Some songs is coming out and stuff. And so for the first part of this year, I guess I don't really have anything to show, just stuff that's on its way, stuff I got NDAs for, I can't talk about.
Yeah. Just get excited.
Just
2023 is going to be large. It's going to be a great ride.
It's going to be great. You're going to be like, wow, man, I remember those guys when, you know, and now they're like here.
And then they were there.
And then they were there. They did a thing, and now they're doing another thing. You know what I'm saying?
They're always doing things.
They're doing things.
Look, man, I gotta say this, man. Like, just to anybody that's gonna be watching this video, if you have not listened to Omega Sparx or Swats, if you haven't listened to GamebreaX, understand that these two bring an energy that is like no other. When they get on that stage, there's that synergy, but at the same time, still a contrast that you know they're individuals, but you're like this is like a superpower duo when they're up on that stage, and I'm dead serious.
Thank you
like
so
you can
much.
go back to the MAGFest performance of last year or find any video of these guys. You already know what's up, or you're going to know what's up. So.
Oh man,
we appreciate it, man.
Thank you for the kind words, man.
No, man, it's just the truth.
Wow.
It's just the truth, man. So like, how do you? This would be my last question, and we could just either talk rap or we can get on with the night. When it comes to like what I was just talking about, stage presence and everything like that, how do you take what you record? Because it's like I feel everything you guys do. When you guys put out a recorded record.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's almost like they put themselves in whatever situation this is, and you're living it, and then you run it.
Yeah.
That's what I get from you guys.
Yeah,
and then it still translates on stage. It's like, I know both of you. I've talked to both of you.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I'm like, this is like a movie.
Wow.
And it's like,
yeah.
It's like every single scenario, it's like you take on yourselves in that new universe, that new realm.
Sure. You know why? It's like music is always talking.
Yeah.
Music is always talking. You can get more out of your initial listen of a song. For the people that created the music, it can take on new forms and new meanings depending on the setting that you're in. And so, when we're on stage, I know for me personally, like that's my time to just let it out, all the frustrations in life, all the cares, the good, the bad. It's the, I feel like I'm unbridled. I'm like my true self, or a truer version of myself when I'm on that stage. Because there's no fear, there's no apprehension. It's just me in my like super creative form that I don't get to really walk around in when I'm not on a stage, you know. And it's like a drug. It's so alluring. You know, you come down off stage and sometimes you're depressed and you're like, guys, I just wish I could just live in that moment. But it's like a short burst, you know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, it is quite amazing. And we kind of pride ourselves in having the extra gear.
For sure.
And you know, we're not going to be on stage and not elevate our music. You know, every single time we get a chance to perform in front of people, it's gonna not just be a show, but it's gonna be an experience, something unique that we may not be able to give to the next people, you know, that we rock in front of, because they'll get something different or a different interpretation, a different level of energy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's we love it.
And there's really nothing like rocking a live set, right? Like, you find yourself in that moment. You hear different elements of the song come to life there. So you're riding the beat. You're riding that live guitar. You're riding the reactions of the crowds. You're riding everything. So it pushes you to a different level. Plus, kind of like you said, I mean, you're able to showcase things that you can't show when you're just in somebody's ears. You can't do stuff that you can't do things in the studio that you can do on the stage. Like, you and I, sir, are martial artists. We've been doing martial arts for a while.
Three of us.
No. You and I, sir, are martial
I may not be martial, but I'm an artist. What's going on? Why would you just exclude me?
It's okay. It's okay. Just be comfortable in your skin, man.
I'm an artist, y'all.
It's okay. He's an artist. But
I'm finding my martial.
I make a point to incorporate that into my live shows as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my love for martial arts and my love for music and all of that can become intertwined. So that's something that explodes on the stage, whether I like it or not, you know? So it's just, there's something about a live performance that really brings a lot of elements outside of you that you can share with the world that you're really proud of, too.
That's awesome. And, you know, I'm not a martial yet. I'm still finding the martial in my artistry.
In your artistry?
But I am an artist.
You are. Hey, I never said you were not an artist, bro. You are a great, powerful artist.
I really feel like being a martial artist it's in the eye of the beholder.
Oh no! I mean, okay. Let's see what to tell me about that.
I identify as a martial artist, therefore I am. I mean, who are you to tell me not?
Hey, do your thing. Do your thing, bro.
You know, I mean, you know, you may throw a straight jab. I may, you know, do something. We'll get to the same point. It might be a different
on your butt.
It might be a different. It might take more time for me to get there, but I will get there. You might punch in a straight line. I may flail my arms. But there's the same level of energy. Wait, there's the same level of energy. There's the same level of thoughtfulness.
Okay.
And I dare say technicality in it.
So position, accuracy, balance, speed, and power. It's all playing the effect of it, yeah?
Well, I got some of that, but not all of that.
I love it. Did I just do the Michael Jackson laugh?
He did.
Pretty much.
He did.
Oh, no. Speaking of the martial arts part, I'm still freaking obsessing over the fact that that last year you're going to pull that damn roundhouse and then just go right into a verse. Yeah. I'd have fell my ass right over.
I appreciate you,
yeah. Bars.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm a martial artist because this man has thrown so many kicks at me on stage, and I haven't died yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
And so I know,
Floyd.
I know something. I got some type of reaction and agility.
Hey, that's dope.
It may come out in spurts enough to dodge danger, but yeah, you know. Yeah. So when you speak of martial artists, speak of all three of us, you know.
Got it.
I'm just cut from it. You don't even know what discipline I practice.
What discipline do you practice?
I practice a little bit of Shotokan. A little bit of Wing Chun.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cousin that taught me a martial art, but he hasn't named it yet.
Oh,
what was it, Crunk Fu?
It might be, man.
That's a good name for it. Yeah,
Crunk Fu.
Crunk Fu. Oh, shoot. Don't try Crunk Fu while you're drunk.
Fool. Sorry, y'all. We went on a big tangent.
This is awesome. Yo, guys, thank y'all so much for being on this. I don't want to take up too much of your time. This is going to be a quick episode. I want y'all on a full episode of the podcast when I'm back at home. Got the studio going on. Have y'all remote in. We'll play games, all the fun stuff.
That's awesome.
We love it.
What games?
Hey, we got to figure that out before we get on.
Okay.
Well, sometimes it'd be a random game. One of my guests, we found something online. It was the game Rounds. Okay. But now that one of us ever played it before, so we just falling and dying, and I'm just like, oh man, this is crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was fun.
We could play Turtles or something.
Yeah, hey,
shoot.
Happy for that. Yeah.
Let's get it. I'm down for it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys continue to enjoy MAGFest. I
absolutely
wish you continued success, health, safety, peace, love, blessings, all that.
Thank
you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here, man.
All right, y'all keep it locked with, is it Axios TV? Axios.tv?
Axios TV? I wish. No, this is the On God podcast.
Sorry.
Let's try it again. All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Swats?
Swats? What if I cut it out on that? Just Swats? And then it zooms into your face, and then you just go, hey, yo, peace, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Peace, MAGFest.
All right, fam, thanks once again for tuning in to another episode of the On God podcast. Big shout out to GamebreaX, Omega, Sparx, and Swats. Make sure you follow them on social media. Till next time, I'm your host, Tovaun Anthony, and I wish you nothing but health, safety, peace, love, and blessings.